Welcome to our channel. We are Technique Force and we help grow your business online. Please hit the subscribe button to get more updates. SEO for Facebook Marketplace Tips and Tricks. If your Facebook Marketplace listings aren't getting views or aren't selling, then this video is for you. In this video, we're going to break down the 3 real-world examples of items in the exercise space, home furniture, and tech space so you can clearly see how you could quickly improve your Facebook Marketplace listings to increase your chances of selling your items. Without further ado, let's jump into these 3 examples. The first thing we need to talk about is what makes a good Facebook Marketplace listing. The first thing you'll need for success is a keyword-optimized title. This is where you want to include things like the brand or the model of the thing you're selling, the color, the condition, or anything relevant that will catch the potential buyer's eye as they are skimming through all of the Facebook Marketplace results. Second, you also need to list your desired price. Make sure you price things competitively a little bit lower than the average in the market. That way you will know that your item or items will more likely sell a little faster than everybody else's. Make sure you have high-quality photos. It needs to be super clear for your potential buyer what exactly they're going to be buying when they check out your listing. An easy tip to make your pictures clear and high quality is to hit that auto wind function if you're an iOS, or just use photo editing softwares. Other thing to include in your listing is writing in benefits towards your buyer. Too many people talk about the specific features that the item they're selling has, but they don't write about it from the lens of the buyer. For example, if you're selling a TV stand with electric fireplace, you might include a line along your description of perfect for this coming winter or something like that. Another thing is the percentage savings that somebody stands to save by buying your item as opposed to something new, as well as your preferred payment method, whether that's Venmo, cash, etc., and the preferred pickup days and times. Now that we've done a quick review of what makes an effective Facebook Marketplace listing, let's go ahead and talk about the 3 examples and break down specifically how we might make these examples more compelling and more likely to sell on Facebook. Our first listing example is going to be Peloton Fitness Bike. So let's go over to the description of this listing and see what we could potentially improve. So here we can see that the listing title is Peloton First Generation. We have used good condition as well as the brand and the color, which is black and the brand is Peloton. And if we read the description, it says, "Selling the Peloton, I'm exploring different avenues with my fitness. This bike is in great shape." Now let's come up with a quick listing description that could potentially be more effective than this initial listing. So the first thing we should do is to change the title to something Peloton First Generation Fitness Bike, like new, in great shape. The reason why I do this is just because it is much more descriptive than the current title. Once we've dealt with the title, we can start breaking down the description. I would probably include lines like looking for a great at-home workout. This Peloton fitness bike is for you. It's perfect for those looking for budget-conscious alternatives. The reason why I include this line here is that so we can optimize for the keyword phrase Peloton, as well as in case somebody is looking for that, as well as just trying to position this bike more from the lens of the potential buyer, as opposed to just from the seller's lens. Another line I'd include is save 12% of retail in 3 to 5 weeks of waiting for your next spin workout. Only 3.5 weeks old, 7 lifetime rides on it. It's pretty much new, 11 months of warranty remaining on it, and still in great shape. Pickup only, 2nd floor apartment, any day of the week. Venmo only. Something I want you to notice is we made our way further down into the listing. We included all of those answers to commonly asked questions that a potential buyer would have for us. Aside from the overall improved listing, there are 2 other things I would potentially do to improve this listing. The first thing is I would potentially change the picture so that it provides a little bit more variety than what's been provided. The other thing is to potentially record a short video detailing the Peloton bike experience, just so people could feel what Peloton bike feels like if they were to compare it to other bikes. So in our second example, we're going to break down a bookshelf listing and see how we could potentially make it a little bit more marketable in Facebook Marketplace. Let's go ahead and take a look at this listing. Here we have a listing called Bookshelf. It is listed 7 weeks ago in Huntington Beach, California. So here we have like used good condition and the material is wood. And then the description itself says wood 2 columns with 5 adjustable shelves. So I'd say it's good that they included the compartments, which has 2 columns and 5 adjustable shelves. But it could have been better if they have added some basic tags, as well as making it clear to the potential buyer what the dimensions are. That said, there are a couple of things we could do to improve this listing. The first thing we could do is we could provide a few more pictures. In this situation, the single picture is not really giving me a complete sense of how this bookshelf would rest in a room or at different angles in which one might look at this bookshelf. It might be also helpful to include a picture of how many books it can hold. You could also improve this listing by saying exactly how old this bookshelf is, just that we have a better understanding of how long this bookshelf has been around for. With these things in mind, let's go ahead and try to rewrite this listing. For this one, I title it Unique Brown Bookshelf, Like New Living Room Furniture. Then I would ask a question like looking for a great bookshelf to add to your living room. This brown bookshelf holds more than 50 books, enough for the bulk of your library. Brought new 2 years ago for $150, meaning you save $100. It's a real wood shelf, 2 columns with 5 adjustable shelves. Dimensions are 150 by 15 by 200 inches. Shelf length is 90 inches, which carries around 30 books each. Pick up only any day of the week after 3 p.m. Cash only. So by just taking a couple of minutes to improve our listing here, we've made it much more clear what the savings are versus buying a bookshelf new here, as well as how many books this bookshelf can hold, and some other key things that weren't in the original listing. Now that we have talked about exercise bags as well as home furniture, let's wrap up things by talking about some technology by looking at how it might improve a listing for a laptop. In this example, Lenovo laptop i7, listed a week ago in Corona, California, and it is used like new condition. The description reads as follows. I have same laptop Lenovo T440p i7 CPU, 8GB RAM, 512GB SSD, AC adapter, good battery, $79. You'll notice as we go through these pictures, we can see there's a short video, which is a good thing, as well as just a breakdown of some other features that were listed in the description. So in thinking about ways we can improve this, one of the first things we could do is to share how much we spent on this laptop retail. This way we have a better sense of how we are pricing this listing when we are putting it up on Facebook Marketplace. Aside from talking about the retail price of the laptop, we might want to talk about the condition a little bit more. I understand that it's listed as used like new, but it will be relevant to include anything if there's any nicks or dings that have happened over the use of this laptop. Because this is an electronic purchase, it's important to know how old it is, whether or not you're going to be including all of the relevant power cables, as well as if the laptop will be coming to you wipe, or if the hard drive will need a hard reset when you're purchasing from them. So with these considerations in mind, let's go ahead and rewrite this listing to make it much more compelling. For this one, I'm going to title it Lenovo ThinkPad T440p Laptop Core i7 Processor, Like New 512GB SSD, 8GB RAM. Again, you'll notice here that what I'm doing with the title is I'm being as specific as I can and getting as many opportunities to keyword optimize it for the search results. From here, the description I wrote, whether you're a student looking for the perfect laptop for school or just a great performing gaming laptop, this laptop might be for you. Excellent condition, no dents or scratches on any of it. Comes with AC adapter, good battery, laptop specs, 4th generation Intel Core i7, 4600M processor, 512GB SSD, ready factory reset, 8GB RAM, DD3RL, NVIDIA GeForce GT 730M. Bought new 2 years ago for $250, meaning that you save $100. Pick up only any day of the week after 5 p.m. Venmo only. So hopefully by looking at this improved listing, what you can tell is that I've answered way more questions that any potential buyers would have for my Facebook Marketplace listing here. And I've also made it really clear what the condition the laptop will be when we arrange for a meetup in the case where I'm truly interested in buying this laptop. Something that I also think is great to include in the improved listing is just the retail savings, because if you were to tell somebody that you're about to save this amount of for a laptop, it would make somebody more likely to perk up their ears. Aside from the improved listing, the two other areas that I could potentially improve, that would be including some more compelling pictures. These pictures that were taken are not bad, but they also could be brightened up or just give it a little bit more conscious and made to pop a little bit more. Because this is a higher end purchase, having some really great pictures can be a great way to help your listing stand out from the rest of the pack. Another thing that could potentially be helpful would be to run a speed test on this reset laptop. That way somebody could just get a general sense of how fast they can expect this to be. There are two things to remember from today's video. The first thing is that sales is all about positioning, and the same goes for Facebook Marketplace. It's ultimately how you position your listings versus all of your competitors that will make the difference between you selling today and you selling 2 weeks from now or not at all. The second thing to remember is that you should always aim to be better than average on Facebook Marketplace. When you take that extra 1 or 2 minutes to improve your listing, it makes a huge difference in the amount of time it takes for you to sell your items. Now it's your turn. Comment your thoughts below. I would love to hear from you.
Before we end this video, start your Ecom store in 10 minutes flat. Create your own high-converting Ecom store in just a few clicks and sell anything, anywhere. Hundreds of ready-made plug-and-play templates. Easy to use, no-code Ecom store builder. Dozens of payment gateways from around the world. Sell anywhere without restrictions. No profit sharing or charges per order. Create breathtaking sale pages for your products. Powerful analytics inbuilt, and a lot more. ShopFunnels is all you need to set up your Ecom store. So what are you waiting for? Get ShopFunnels now. Just go to getshopfunnels.in.
I hope you find this video helpful, and thanks for watching.